What's up guys, it's Sloan here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much again for literally even just tuning back, staying just, with me on this Vlogmas journey. Today's video is actually one I've really been looking forward to making. It's how to style baggy pants. Something that everyone's kind of flirting with in their wardrobe right now. If you're kind of like trendy, you're fucking with fashion stuff, like, you know what I'm talking about. I initially was gonna do this on like how to make baggy jeans, but I think incorporating like wide leg trousers and some other type silhouettes is also going to be important because I know a lot of you guys are really enjoying that look right now, and I think it's really on trend. So without further ado, let's get right back into this video. Let's go. All right guys, so how this video is going to be kind of broken down is going to be into three different kind of sections here. So we're going to start with shirts, then we're going to go to shoes, and then we're going to play around with accessories. So let's just go, jump right into this. So shirts are really, sometimes they can really be like a make or break of like the whole entire fit as a whole. So this is something we're gonna actually have to be very careful and a little bit particular about. So let's start with a couple little bit of rules, just right off the jump. First thing is, do not wear some slim fitting, muscle grabbing, fucking Reebok, I don't even know, Nike Dry Fit. Avoid that if you're rocking with baggy pants. And honestly, this has one exception, which I'll throw up on the screen right here, is if you have a little bit of like a more elevated style and like vibe to you, you can toy around with the whole idea of like a very slim fitting top with some baggy pants, but that's something you're gonna have to just really own, vibe with, and have like the right, in particular, pieces with is shown right here. So anyways, shirts, a couple things you're also gonna wanna kind of, vibe with when it comes to that is avoiding all over prints. Do not wear some shirts that are like really long fitting and like just not the vibe with wide leg pants. You want to think in proportions, and what I mean by that is you already have a baggy bottom. So if you have like a really slim top and it's not like a really cool one or whatever, like it's just not going to look right, like literally at all. So a couple shirts that you're gonna honestly wanna mess with when you're wearing baggy pants are vintage. A bunch of 70s and 90s vintage wash tees are like it. Even some early 2000s if you get like the right pieces. But a lot of the, single stitch sexiness tees, plain tees are also such a vibe. But like if you want to do a graphic t-shirt, make sure it's like vintage and has like a washed out like look to it. You wanna just kind of roll with that like effortless swag when you're playing with the idea of wearing baggy pants. Plain shirts are honestly my favorite when it comes to baggy pants though, and this is primarily because you can make them like less is more. And what I mean by this, you can toy around with the crop of them. Like you can literally cut them with scissors, you can do your own distressing, you can mess with the sleeve lengths. Like if everything doesn't like fit how you want it to, if you have a vintage piece, like feel entirely free to just rip that up, not literally, but like just distress it, crop it, do what you need to kind of fit your own proportions. Me personally, I feel like I'm kind of lucky because I'm 6'3" and most stuff looks good on me proportionally, and that's not like to brag or anything, but literally like I understand it's because of my height. So if you're someone who's more in like the 5 foot to 5'8", 5'9" range, then you're going to probably want to like think more proportionally. Like you're gonna want to wear like a cropped like kind of shirt that hits right at the waist. You're gonna wear like baggy pants. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you a couple different styles of like t-shirts that you can wear with baggy pants right now. All right, so now we're gonna get right into shoes, the second category when it comes to styling baggy pants. So just right off the jump, you are not gonna wanna mess with any kind of weird running shoes. Let's just be real, like out with that stuff. So ideally, the kind of shoes you're gonna wanna mess with when styling baggy pants, you're gonna wanna do chunky shoes. And I don't mean that by like some weird fucking like extra fila type things, because I don't really like that vibe. Hot girls out there, I know you know what I'm talking about. I mean, literally, like, the size of the shoe is going to be important. So with that, I think sneakers, common wear boots, that's a lot of people have, at least out here in Oregon, are gonna be Air Force Ones or Dr. Martens. And said doctor. Doc Martens, whatever, you know what it is. So with that also comes along with the idea of you can mess around with like kind of chunkier sneakers, such as New Balances, some Reebok versions, and you know, just that whole type of vibe as well. Also, Jordan 1s and Rick Owens are also pretty much one of my favorite silhouettes to style with baggy pants, just because they're already like a high top silhouette. And Jordan 1's obviously a classic. I haven't been messing with those like a whole lot lately, just with my individual style, because at least where I live in Portland, they're entirely overly saturated, like literally everywhere, and it's kind of fucking annoying. So I've been wearing a lot of my Rick Owens Ramones lately, and I'll show you in this montage coming up here in a sec how good they look with both wide leg baggy trousers and baggy jeans. So without further ado, check it out. All right, guys, so the third and final category we're gonna cover here is going to be accessories. And you can't even argue with me on this concept, because this shit literally makes or breaks the entire outfit. It's non-negotiable. So we're gonna cover chains, be a chain or a necklace, watches, bracelets, and rings. Those are the four things that are like incredibly essential when it comes to, you know, just curating your own like aesthetic when it comes to styling baggy pants, or just honestly accessories as an outfit in general. So let's just jump right into chains. Chains are super important because they just kind of have like a masculine like feel, to me at least. Like something, if they're stacked chains or they're more like a choker vibe, like especially if they're like fatter instead of like skinny, like they look so dope. Right now I'm making an exception. I got on this like pearl necklace, couple beads and stuff, just because it's kind of like a fun vibe that I've been personally messing with lately. But I'll show you in the montage here a couple other chain options that I mess with all the time on the regular. So next category of accessories is going to be bracelets. So bracelets are important if you don't have like a watch that you want to wear all the time, or if you got like kind of a, I'm sorry for you Apple Watch lovers out there, I think they're really lame, so I don't wear an Apple Watch, but I know they're really beneficial to that. Whatever, besides the point. If you don't have like a Richard Mille, AP, Rolex, some crazy watch that you want to show off, like that's just nuts, wear some like freaking bracelets, bro. Like I wear bracelets all the time on the regular, and I like mix match like the colorways on them too. Like I'll go crazy with the bracelet game, just because like I like having charm bracelets, something that's just like adds a little bit of flavor, swag, color, makes people be like, oh shit, like what is that? Like make them think a little bit, you know? And then as for watches, I don't really have a watch right now that I'm in love with, because I cannot simply afford the watches that I want, which I'm gonna do a video later on about watches that I do want. And I think I'm gonna tell that one, like, if I was a millionaire, these are the watches I would buy. And I do believe I have great taste in watches. It's just like, they don't make sense financially for me right now with where I'm at. So rings, on the other hand, I have retired a lot of my rings. I have a couple, but I'm not really gonna show them in the video because I don't love them right now, but I'll show some examples of like dope ring like sets on people that I think look dope. So right now for rings, if I could choose like just to do my whole fingers out with a bunch of rings, like 10 of them, I'd go just all chrome, all silver vibe. Like that is, it's sick. Like do something just like chunky. Like if your hands are always, at least mine for example, it's probably a problem, but my hands are always moving. I feel like I talk with my hands, and like at work I'm using my hands all the time, and people like notice your shit. So also with that, aesthetically, rings just kind of like tie like just the whole vibe together. So yeah. But anyways guys, that's gonna do it for the video. So we covered just, you know, pretty much how to style baggy pants. We went with some wide leg baggy trousers, and we also went with some baggy jeans. So we went over shoes, we went over accessories, and my favorite, we went over shirts. You know the vibes. So if you like this video, you want to see more of this kind of content out there, my whole kind of channel is going to revolve around fashion, inspo, sneakers, that kind of stuff. Everything, just kind of flavors and stuff I'm messing with personally, because I believe I have good taste, and I get asked about a lot, literally every day, of what's cool, what's not. So I'm out here sharing my feedback with y'all. So anyways, thank you so much for watching another episode of Vlogmas. I'm about to close this one out, and if you have not liked, comment, or subscribed to the channel at this point, please do. It really helps me out. It helps the algorithm, especially the comments. If you want to drop 2-3 comments in a row, feel free. I'll get back to you on them. I swear. Also, turn on your post notifications, hit that bell button. You know the vibes. Get notified each day when I upload a video, because we're going all day, every day. We're not going all day, but we're doing one video a day, which is honestly a lot. So until that ends, which I don't really see anytime soon, because we're sticking for at least the next 25, 24. Probably gonna go beyond past that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you again tomorrow. Peace out, love, blessings. Love you.